Hello guys and welcome to my channel. As you can see, I'm stealing Nick Chapsas's concept of streaming with the Visual Studio background and the little bubble in the corner. I'll link to your channel, Nick, just to be nice. And in this video, I just want to record how you can use my Visual Studio extension named Navigate-to-Handler, which I created a small demo project for. So let's go. First of all, in order to get this extension, you have to go to the marketplace at visualstudio.com. And what you do is you just search for Navigate-to-Handler like this. And you should find the one with the ugly arrow because I don't have any drawing skills. So there is that. But then you just click on it, you download it, you install it like you would any other extension in Visual Studio, and then you will have it in your edit menu. Here, it will appear as a Navigate-to-Handler command. So, well, I have a demo project, like I said, and in this demo project, I'm using the ever so overused weather API. But I have done a couple of changes to it. So I'm using CodeOpinion's vertical architecture for this demo. So you can see here that I have a feature named weather. And in this folder, I have everything related to the weather. So you can recognize, for example, the weather forecast is here as just a record. And then I have created a get weather command. It just looks like this. It takes a city as a parameter, and then I have the command handler, which does exactly as the standard API does. And so in my program, I set up Mediator, and this is the source-generated mediator that I'm using. And so what are we doing? Well, I created a get endpoint, which takes a city as an input. And then just sends that to whatever mediator mediator handler that you need. And as you know, it's not easy to find the handler from here. So I could, for example, go to the definition here, and then I could try to find all references to this, and then I would get a huge list of things, and then I have to look very closely until I can find the handle command down here. So I wanted that experience to be a little bit easier because this is something that annoys me quite a bit. So what I have created is this extension to Visual Studio. So now all I have to do is to right click on the place where I actually specified the command, and I select Navigate-to-Handler, and I'm instantly taken to the first public or protected method that actually takes in that type as an argument. And this works not only for the type itself. So let me just change this up a little bit and show you that it doesn't actually have to be just a command. I just want some brackets around here. Like this, and then we have to return this now because we're inside of a method. Let's move this over there. So this is still looking okay. And let's just save our command here. Equals new get weather command for the city, and then let's use the command as a parameter here. So now I've changed this, and even if my cursor is over the command here, we still get the handler for it because I'm looking at the type under the cursor. So it doesn't matter here, for example, I can right click and navigate to handler, and it will still find that handler. Good. So that's the simple case for this. What if you have more handlers? Let's go inside of the handler for the get weather command. Oh, and by the way, I actually created a shortcut for this. This is something that you have to do for yourself. For my case, Control-Alt-H, as in handler, made sense for me. So let's say that once we return this weather forecast, we want to track the popularity of all the cities. So I made a quick popularity tracker feature, which essentially just listens for a weather requested event. And I have this here. It's just an event, a record, that takes a city as an argument and behaves as a notification. And as you know, a notification can have multiple handlers. This could also be an event handler of any kind. So this is not specifically locked to Mediator. This works across the board as long as the method that is looking at the type or that is consuming the type under your cursor, as long as that's public or protected, it will work. So let's go into the get weather forecast handler, and then let's just publish this weather requested event. So now, okay, we handled the get weather request, and now we published an event that tells us that the weather was requested. I can do the same now to look up the handler for this. But if I do that, click on navigate to handler, you will see that a window popped up. And if it's the first time that it pops up for you, it will probably pop up somewhere here, because I have more than just one handler for this event. And when there are multiple matches for a type, then you get this very nice little window where you can just click on the different rows to see and go and do stuff with the different handlers for that event. You also get an output window, which is also called navigate to handler, which essentially does the same thing, and you can still double click on the lines here. But I found that this one is a little bit cleaner to look at because you get better or more, I don't know, more presentable results. And this is essentially the entire plugin. There is one more feature that I have, and this one is a call out to Derek Martin, who does vertical slice architecture. And this is an extreme version of what he is saying. By the way, Derek, I apologize. I will link this video. Also, I will make a link down below to your channel so that people can follow you. But what I've done here is I have a feature named Car Wash, which doesn't have anything to do with the weather. But this one has a bunch of classes in one single file. And I apologize, the name is all wrong. I should probably just rename this file to something like car washing or something like that. And as you can see in here, it's pretty messy right now, but I have a bunch of different classes and enums that all belong within the same file. And this is taking this concept of having everything in one file to the extreme, so I apologize. But okay, let's have a look at this. So I have two event types here. I have a received booking request, and I have a booking completed event. So I usually just name these after their use. It doesn't make sense to do anything else. And now for the booking completed event, if I want to look at the handlers for this, there are only two handlers for it. So don't look at this navigate to handler. Actually, let me close it. So now I'm inside of a booking reservation manager, and this consumes the booking completed event. But if I hit navigate to handler again, then it will take me inside of a notification handler. For example, an email notification service that takes this same booking completed event and sends it either to the customer or financial, I don't know, something like that. So what happens when you only have two results on the same page, the concept of navigate to handler is that it will just swap between them. So if you're on one handler and you quickly want to go to the next one, then you just navigate to handler and boom. You see now Visual Studio has moved and placed the focus on the other handler within the same file. I'm thinking of adding functionality to just handle as many handlers as you have on one page, but I honestly don't really enjoy the whole thing of having every single class or many classes, in fact, in the same file. I much rather prefer to have them like I do on the weather feature, where I can easily see on my solution explorer that I have a command, I have a handler, I have a weather forecast here and an event. So for me, sorry, I enjoy one file, one thing. But yeah, that's it. That's my Navigate to Handler extension. If you have features that you would love to see added to this, or perhaps you would want to see something extra, then please let me know. And yeah, for now, happy coding.